checking audio. How's the audio sound, guys? Eric Scott, good afternoon. How are you? Check. Ooh, that's that's toasty. That's loud. How you guys doing? Can I get this in a better position, possibly? How's that? Donald. So today, I was at camp, and before I came into town, I was listening to the election results. It's still kind of hung, but I'm still following that. I was cleaning up the car. I've been cleaning the car for the past, I'd say, a week. It's got to the point where I've actually completely emptied my fridge and unplugged it and turned it off. Defrosted it, cleaned it out, and really did a good clean. And I left it off, and I've been charging my battery. It's been kind of cloudy today and yesterday. And anytime I'm on the internet like this, my panels are not out. So, Donald, David, Paulson, Jeff Gamble, David, Hubrick. Thanks for the volume check. So in the process of doing all this, I've been offline with my fridge for a few days. This is normal. I go through a complete clean. But today was a little different. I was looking at how I was using the space in the car and how I can improve it. And I've considered doing this for a while. I've considered taking that passenger front seat out. I never take anyone in the car, really, and it could be better used. If I take that front seat out, there's a lot of not used capacity there, or space, volume. So I'm kind of looking at that. I can definitely have a custom floor made. I'm talking a very nice finished wood floor that would sit just above everything to create a flat surface in which to sleep on. I'm considering two different options as far as the floor plan goes, one that incorporates my fridge and one that does not. I'm also considering renting a storage unit in which I can store my front seat and maybe my tools and stuff like that, and really kind of downsize my car. Have a version of my car where I don't have a fridge. Maybe I just use a cooler. And that got me to thinking about the solar setup that I have, because it's really made to support me for a long period of time off grid, and it does a great job. It's solid, minus the Zamp solar panels. But the Stewport, hello. Cheers from Ohio. The Stewport is online with us. Welcome to the live stream. I'm just kind of downloading the whole premise of today's live chat. The focus on it for the 10% of the time that I gotta focus. I'm gonna have a little sip of my mysterious soft drink. No one knows what I'm drinking. No subliminal messages here. So if I rent a storage unit, I can store some of my stuff there. My tools, which are very, very heavy, my front seat, and miscellaneous stuff. I can also accept more more mail from you folks. I'm seriously running out of space, and I'm trying to figure out what to do. Um, so that's the best option for me right now. And downsizing the solar setup, if I don't have a fridge in the car, I don't need the solar setup. So I'm thinking maybe I scrap some of it. And what I'm considering about doing is getting into something more like these modular setups, like what's it called? Jackeries. And there's some benefits, there's some drawbacks, but there's a lot of benefits to it in my eyes. One of them is this: I have currently a two battery AGM 155 amp hour batteries. That's 310 amp hours. I can only use about 150 to 140 of those amps. So really, I'm carrying a lot of weight. If I take those two out, I'm saving over, I don't know, I would say they're about 100 pounds. Hey Jeff, how you doing? Thanks for your input, man. I respect Jeff's input quite a bit. I can actually hide the camera. I don't need to look at the camera. Okay. This is better. It's like I'm using this camera. Nice. Okay. So this is in hopes that I can get a better living situation within the SUV. This road trip I'm about to take, or I'm planning to take, is going to require a lot of, well, supplies, I guess, but not for the most part. I can always, get like, a little pint of milk if I need milk for something. I can always do things like that, but you don't need to have the fridge. I really don't. I'm kind of learning from Sarah Jane Woodall about this, how to live out of a car, but I'm finding that maybe I made a wrong decision buying that size of a fridge. I almost feel like I should have the smaller one, not the mid-size one that I have. The CFX, I forget, I think I have a 60 or 70 or... Let me see. Okay, here we go. Oh man, I forget. I think I have the CFX 60. I think it's the 60. That's what I have. And I'm thinking I should probably have like the 40, the smaller one, just for the footprint inside the car. Now, currently the Dometic fridge takes up the whole entire back seat right behind the driver, and I actually removed the whole back seat cushion, as well as the back support that folds down. That's gone. The only thing that's left is the smaller fold down section of the rear seat. That's what I sleep on. That's part of the support. I'd be taking that out. I'd be taking a lot of stuff out of the car, making another floor that would go all the way to the front. The front would have a lifting portion so I can store stuff underneath it. But I would be able to completely just roll right out of the driver's seat right into bed, and I wouldn't have to really move anything around. And it's pretty much ready to roll kind of setup. A lot of change though. I'm thinking maybe I can do an in-kind kind of product review for Jackery or another company that has a solution like that. I'm looking for a fairly large, I think the larger of the Jackeries. Jackery Power Station. There's a goal 0. Anyway, I'm looking for a very large Jackery kind of setup where you can charge it outside, you can move it around, you don't have to always take it with you. I'm thinking I could just pop one of those into the car. Yeah, Jeff. Storage units in Pahrump are easy to come by. There's plenty out here. It's not very expensive. Matter of fact, my mailing facility actually has storage units. Okay, Ross, that's a very good question, and that leads to a lot of answers and probably reason that that's a little baby crying. I don't. I think it's diaper time. Is what's going on. How are you going to charge the battery? Okay, well, do you remember I have a little project that's on stall because of well, it started off with my ZAMP solar panels needing repair, and the weight of them, and me looking at them, going, "Wow, what could, I'm looking this around everywhere I go." So I started to think maybe I should put in a battery isolator, and that's the project I'm talking about. Exactly, Rita. I'm looking about downsizing a lot of things in the car so I can. When I first started this trip, I didn't know what I know now and how I actually live and function on the road as a nomadic person. And going through this COVID-19 has really learned me a lot, taught me a lot as far as how I can function within the limits of the car. I don't need so much fridge space. I need fridge space for milk, some cheese probably, maybe some eggs, maybe some steaks here and there. But my current, well, yeah. Let me try and finish this before I look at any more chats. Okay, you guys are distracting me with really good questions, and I'm serious about that. I want to answer everyone's question, so I'm going to pause it right here. I'm going to highlight solar panels by Ross. I'm trying to complete my thought. So hang tight. I can travel more efficiently using this as my home base. I can be out. Oh, you're talking about the battery isolator. Yes. Okay. So once I started thinking about all this, I started formulating a plan, and then what happens? I start cleaning my fridge because it needed to. Every few months, I have to stop, take everything out, clean it. This time was a little different. I actually purged everything out of the fridge, whatever I had a question mark on, a date or expiration date, I would throw it out. And I did. I cleaned out my complete fridge to defrost it, clean it out, and give it the full works. In the process of doing so, I thought about moving it. I thought about repositioning it in a different part of the car. And I remember me starting out on this trip. When I started out on this trip, I really didn't know what I know now, and how I can function within going around rural areas or smaller towns. How I can keep everything replenished as far as my consumables go. I'm using too much space for my fridge. I have overdone it on my solar panels. The new technology out, these lithium batteries inside these cubes. It's important to have. Do I need to charge the batteries, the Jackery, when I'm driving? Yes. Can I do it with this battery isolator? And that's the big question. I think there's a way you can use this battery isolator and the alternator to charge a lithium battery. I believe there's a trick to it. So there's been some hesitation with me just diving in and putting in the battery isolator. It's still in my car, but a lot of things have moved recently to make me think maybe I should hold off a second before I just cut into this thing. Because I want to do it one time. I don't want to. I only want to do that that cut once. So. Oh, you're on a mission as well to do that? Yeah, me too. I've successfully done that. It's just that I think I've overdone it, and therefore I have more weight and product in the car than I need. And I think new technology available now with these jackeries, these larger jackeries, I can just throw it in the car when I need it. Uh, I don't need to buy a new fridge. I've got that. I don't plan on selling the fridge. I intend to take it out or make it modular. It doesn't need to be mounted to anything. It's a free. It's like an ice chest. It has two handles on the side. Anyway, heck, the jackery could actually run that thing for I think 2 days, depending on how much solar you have and capacity of the jackery. There are people who are using my actual fridge on a jackery, so it takes time now to charge these battery packs. My battery pack right now on solar takes, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours to charge up. Which size jackery do you have, Ross? And do you know what the largest jackery there is? I think Sarah Jane Woodall, Wonderhouse, is going to be doing a product review, I think, in the near future here of one of the larger jackeries. I'm not sure which one though. This has got me thinking about a jackery. Maybe I should contact them to see if I can do a review of replacing my current system with something like a jackery. I want to keep at least my current capacity, which is 300 amp hours. Now I know if I go to a lithium battery, I can use more of that capacity. Right now I only have usable 150, 140 amps. So if I had a 200 amp lithium setup, I think that would be a good setup for me. Okay, if I put solar panels on the roof, okay, it then turns me into something that is more noticeable in an urban environment if I'm trying to stealth camp. Stealth camping is where you're trying to camp in an area where you're not supposed to be camping, make it look like you're just parking. Follow all the same rules, you're respectful of the environment, stuff like that. But you could be in someone's neighborhood, just parked in between cars on a parallel street kind of thing. That's what my current car is set up for. Ooh, $1,000. They are expensive, but I'm thinking maybe I can work out a deal and trade if I can get a hold of them. The 1000, is that what exactly is the Jackery 1000? Let me see here. Hey Al, how you doing? I don't think the 1000 would be enough. Portable generators. Dang. Oh, I guess that is the largest one, huh? Oops. I keep popping off the chat and it's never there when I need it. So help me with this because you guys are saying 1,000 watts. I go by how many amp consumptions, how many amps I consume. Um, I'm trying to figure out how many amps this Jackery has. I see it's 1,000 watts. I'm reading some of the specs here, but it's... I'm an amp hour kind of person. Hey Mo, Rushlow, how you doing? I'm gonna put this thing back. Put the chat back there. Okay. All right. Jackery. All right. I'll have to dig around some more. If you guys know what the amp capacity is of this thing, let me know. Why can't I find the information? Or does it not matter? You have to... Wow, it weighs 22 pounds. Way lighter than my setup. They calculate everything by watt hours. Yeah, you want watt hours. So, without getting into too much more details into the Jackery itself. I did not get a Jackery. We're just talking about my current setup and how I'm thinking about changing up. I'm thinking about downsizing everything I have, like getting a smaller fridge possibly, or just creating a different interior of my car, one with a fridge, one without, my current fridge that is. Yeah, I got that, Ross. And the other question is, can I charge a Jackery when I'm driving? Can I charge it with the alternator or the battery isolator? Wow, then that's more than enough, Ross. Then yeah, the 1000 is one I need to get. Now, if I buy the... Here's what else is going on. My current battery setup is fatigued. It's 3 years old now, and it's been used pretty continuously with the fridge for that long, going through heat as well. They're two 310 amp hour or 255 amp AGM deep cycle batteries. Excuse me. Their capacity is depleted a bit, and not a ton, but enough for me to notice and start to think about next 2 years I need to replace something. And that got me thinking about a lot of things. And you see it here. I'm thinking about downsizing even my solar setup. I don't need to necessarily have these rigid panels. I can get something that's foldable and a lot more storable within the SUV. These panels alone weigh 100 pounds, and they take up a lot of space and they're really cumbersome. You can charge while you drive through the cigarette lighter plug. No kidding. Okay, so that's even better for me. That's even better. Because I'll lose 2 batteries, basically, that weigh about 100 pounds, okay? And the Jackery 1000 weighs about 22 pounds. Yeah, Al, that's exactly what I said before. I guess before you came on, is to actually there's a version of my car that I can set up. I'm thinking about doing a custom floor inside my car, and if I do a custom floor inside the car, sans the front seat, the front passenger seat, I will be able to. Poor baby's crying again. Oh, we're going for a walk. Gosh, she has a lot of luxury in her car, Cindy. Skillet, hair dryer, blender. That's crazy stuff. Well, you can see what I'm messing around with my head. So do I want to cut into their current OEM battery setup? I know, Rita. Hair dryer. Yeah, Ross, it's looking more and more attractive because you still have to replace these batteries that I have every few years, and you'd have to do the same thing with the Jackery. And it's smaller, lighter, more compact, and a lot more versatile than my current setup. So I'm kind of looking at that. And if I had something like that, it'd be lighter weight, better gas mileage, fuel mileage, a better use of my interior, get better sleep because I'm not crowded by all the stuff I'm carrying. So yeah, redo the interior. Have a modular setup within the interior so I can take the front part out, being where the fridge would go. I would have an area where I could like take out part of the floor so the fridge could be accommodated, and then when the fridge is out, put the cover right back in, so it's completely flat in there, all the way to the front seat. So the only part that wouldn't be covered would be the driver's seat, of course, and everything in the back from the driver's seat back would be covered in wood, basically. Uh, with compartments, I can put stuff underneath still. Spare tire will still be there. Um, Everything should be accessible. I've thought this out pretty well, so. Hey, Al, that would be easily done with my battery isolator. So I'm still debating whether I use the battery isolator or not, because that would be perfect. That, you know. Yeah, everything would definitely be going through the battery pack. That's what I do now. Everything goes through my current battery pack. Solar goes directly to the battery pack. Heck, my current solar panels, I can just use one of those two panels, have a 100 watt right there, and I have a solar controller right built into the back of that thing, so I can have it set to charge the Jackery or something like the Jackery. And it will be really concealed, so when I'm transporting it, I'd be charging off the car, the cigarette lighter idea, hooked directly to the battery, whatever you want to call it. It would still be charging, without getting into the details, Al. But yeah, what do you guys think? I think it's a good idea. Well, the time and effort's already been put into all the equipment and setup, Al. That was done 3 years ago. Kenneth, how you doing? I use a 110 volt inverter for my laptop only. The charger for your drone, yeah. I charge, well, I keep running the fridge 24/7. That draws about 3 amps an hour. Well, no, I wouldn't go that far, Ross. It would be, I get a Jackery and I would have a new floor plan, one with a fridge, one without. If I decided that I probably should downsize my fridge, I could certainly sell the one I have. Resale value is pretty high on those. They're hard to find. Um, and buy a smaller version of it and use that to power, use the Jackery to power that. But there's a lot of things like I'm milling about in my mind before I go on this road trip, and I'm thinking about this. I don't know. Jackery would be cool. Any of you guys know have contacts with Jackery? Yeah, my current floor would come out. The back, there's a back panel that my spare tire lives under. That would come out. A new floor would go in that would extend clear to the front, so it's completely flat, clear to the front seat, with the front seat removed, and maybe make that modular too, so I can have a front seat and maybe without. But yeah, that would be a compartment underneath. Yes, redo and really streamline it, like really downsize. Like all I'm putting in is really a floor, no cabinets, nothing like that, but just a normal floor. And I won't be adding a lot of weight, so. Cool, Rita. Yeah, thanks, Al. Yeah, it's very different when you live full time. I've converted how I eat too. I don't cook as much. I eat pre-made food. I warm up food, I guess is what I should say. I don't have a problem getting my own like igloo kind of thing, cooler, in place of using a fridge all the time. But having my fridge, it's modular. I can move it in and out of the cars with ease. I can definitely have a fridge floor layout along with a non-fridge floor layout. I've been cheating lately, I guess. I've been moving the fridge out of the way of my sleeping area, so I have a wider sleeping area. I'm really enjoying it. So I'm looking for a project to get me more sleeping space, I guess. Nah, Rita, you're cheating. Yeah, I only need it for a few days. So, I was building this car to be out and about for 14 days at a time, like not seeing civilization for 14 days. And it works good like that. I'm glad I did it. It's something I set out to do, and I did it. But now I'm downsizing. I'm pulling it back a bit so I can be more mobile and more comfortable. I'm not looking for more space. I'm just looking to maximize the space I currently have. Like the whole front passenger seat takes up a lot of volume. It's a lot of footage. So looking to eliminate that, downsize the weight I'm carrying with those batteries and my current solar setup. Use something like a Jackery, which is 22 pounds versus I got about one, two, About 300 pounds in this solar setup. It's a lot of weight. I don't do engine cooking. I've seen people do that. I've seen even television shows. I think it was what's that? Ed China did that. Man, what was the show called? I forgot. Forgot the name of that show. They refurbish cars in the UK. So interior work, that should be fairly simple. Taking out stuff from my car, the whole solar setup is easy. My solar panels are probably hooked directly into the jack array. Wouldn't need any interior wiring. I'd take everything I put in there out. And if I did that, I have plenty of cabling. I wouldn't need to buy any more positive cabling for the battery. I could just run a. Oh no, that'd be direct to the battery, huh? Anyway. Engine steaks. Yeehaw! Did I see that right, Larry Burrito? Oh, burritos sound really good right now. Thanks, Roy. Lemure. Darla, how you doing, Darla? Exactly, Cindy. Exactly. I need something, Mo Rushlow. I really think that there's an opportunity for a company that makes these little battery packs, like the Jackery 1000. I think this is a good opportunity for them to shine on my channel because I'm kind of fed up with Zamp Solar. I'm done with them. I'm done hauling that crap around. I'm done pulling it in and out of the car. I'm just done with it. Olivia F. Doing great. Hope you're doing well as well. Yeah, that's a slow cook thing. I would imagine that's good, Ross. I'd rather just roll up to a burrito joint and buy a burrito. I'm terrible at making my own burritos. So that's a plan. That's a path. It wouldn't take much. I can do all the woodwork myself. Um, I don't want to mount anything to the roof of the car. It has to be deployable. And I've seen a lot of people deploy these jackeries with these little fold-out, like Sarah has. She's these fold-out solar panels that charge it pretty good. So, or just take my current double panel setup apart and you make it a single panel, and use my one single solar panel that way. Make it more modular. There's a lot of video cameras walking around here. I don't know what's going on in and out of the lobby here. Well, I've got a battery isolator. It's the Jackery power stations I'm looking at. I need a sponsor for that, I think. I need to reach out to one of those guys. If you guys know anyone who supplies any of these things, let me know. I'd be happy to contact them. Because I'm about to make a change, and I'm done sitting around making plans that keep getting morphed into something else. But I think this is something I really want to do, is downsize that to create more living space within the S5, X5, the SU5. Oh, you're right. There are a lot of that going on around here. Yeah, I'm seeing video camera monopods. You know what that is? They have the big video camera plate on the top, and it's a monopod like I usually use, but it has more of a 3 foot little kind of setup, so you can actually swivel a bit. Hey Goldie, how are you? Goldie. I should do that, Mo Rushlow. Save that money. Goldie's in the house. Something bit my neck. It's going down now, thank goodness. It can't hurt to ask. You're absolutely right. Sarah was saying they're coming out with a larger one than the 1000, I think, so be prepared. I'm going to ask her right now, actually. That 1000 sounds like it's more than enough, Larry. I don't need to ask her that. I already did, though. So, oh well. I'll be inundated with products to test. But at that time, I won't need to test any products. I mean, I'm almost at the end of that now. You have extra batteries, right? Exactly. What do I do? Ross, storage unit equals a bill. Exactly. In broad terms, reducing this VoIP, reducing the size of my solar setup, maybe taking what I have out and replacing it with a Jackery setup or some kind of power station like that. Uh, Redoing my floor plan inside the car, taking the front seat out, taking the fridge out, having a setup where I don't have a fridge and having another floor layout with a fridge, so it'd be more modular. Um, Maybe make the front seat modular as well, with and without a front seat, and maybe that's it. I have 3 different kind of setups: front seat in with a fridge, front seat out with a fridge, front seat in with no fridge. You get the idea. I know. I'm thinking of all kinds of options. I might be able to take a maybe even pay Sarah a fee to store stuff at her garage or something. I don't know. Oh, I sent that message to the wrong person. Why that Quonset hut home? I don't know what you're talking about. 3 acres sounds nice though, and that ain't bad for 3 acres. Depends on if it's expandable or not. Rita, that's her roommate's van. Yeah, Roy, that's kind of what I'm thinking. The floor will be hinged in certain spots so they can be lifted up and put stuff underneath. That's the whole idea of taking the front seat out is all that space could be used underneath. Hey, Chris, I follow that channel, Element Van Life. But the reason why I want to do mine is not to add weight to the vehicle. So I'll be taking out my current floor, replacing that floor with a different floor that's raised up a bit, and then it continues on to the front. No shelving, nothing. It's just a flat piece of wood, like a big piece of plywood that's cut nicely. That's about it. Maybe finishing off with something like interior black carpeting for to replace what was in there. Anyway, that's kind of my thinking right now. It should be easy to do. Wow, 10 acres for 30 grand? That ain't bad. Oh,
There's somebody live stream on the photo copy ass.
you are?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to be photobombed here. Oh, I'm sorry. I got carried away with talking with Sarah. Maybe she can tell him. Okay. Here the sun tumbles. Larry, you'll be famous when I'm dead. I think I went to 1,000. I would like to do a review on that, I think. I'm going to send him an email. Yeah, but when did she make that video? You know? Did she say what date it is? Where the heck is Sarah? Maybe Sarah's looking to move to Arizona. I don't think so. You should ask her. Send her an email. You moving to Arizona? I forget the premise of Leaving Las Vegas, the movie. What was that about? Who was in that? Leaving Las Vegas. I do not see the video. I know nothing, Pam. I don't know where she is. I have no idea. I think she might be in Texas by now. Is that where he was a drunk? He was drinking a lot? Okay, Roy. Thank you. Got it? She misses her Larry. She misses the peppermill, I think. I said nothing. I do have some good news. I might be going to Red Rock with a photo shoot. I think on the 12th. I've never been to Red Rock, so I'm really looking forward to that. Or maybe the peppermill at the same time. I've never been there, so yeah, Pamela, I'm looking forward to it. I've heard a lot about it. I've seen Sarah's video of her out there. I want to go to Sedona. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not Red Rock. I'm really sorry, guys. Not Sedona, not Red Rock. Valley of Fire. I'm going to Valley of Fire on the 12th. So sorry. Valley of Fires. It's next to Las Vegas. Valley of Fire. Sorry, I confused everyone. Hello from Denver. Hey, Paul. How you doing? Yes, that's where she got kicked out during her photo shoot. Yes. It's fairly close to the Hoover Dam. It's not too far away from there. Yes. And we love great rock formations and photographs. Sarah knows where to go there. So, oh. Man, I wish there was an erase button on this thing. She knows where to go, though. I'm happy with that. I've never been there, so I can't lead the way. It's not far from Vegas at all. I don't think it's even an hour away. It's probably 30, 40 minutes. It's always calendar shoot. But definitely I'm doing calendar shoots. And that means I get to do a video too, so hopefully we get a behind the scenes video going out of it too. And candid shots for my calendar. I think my calendar of her is going to be candid shots. It's not going to be these portrait shots. I think Valley Fire would be perfect for backdrops. $38.26. Holy cow, guys! I've got a lot of subscribers overnight. The videos are doing really good too. My past 4 videos have done great. 8,000 views on the Bob and Sarah short, then 8,000 views on China Garden Explorer with Wonder SAE, and then the long interview is doing well still. Almost 5,000 views. Wow. Everything's doing great. Which bill are you talking about? I don't know. What, is there a bill that comes here? Hey, Donald. Thanks, Melissa. Yeah, but there's an endless supply of those kind of photos I want to take VoIP. I would really like to be Sarah's like serious photographer. Like I'm with her a lot more, doing photography of her and doing behind the scenes videos of her. It can be a channel all in itself. She's that fascinating to me. Well, I hope they do. They need love too, Pamela. The older videos, that is. VOP, it could take a long time for them to post that video. I'm sure they have a big catalog ahead of us. I don't know who that is. Kevin, I don't know who that is. David, that's funny. Different themes for different months, yeah. She's a little shy to the idea. I brought it up to her pretty directly. She's giving it some thought, but I don't think it's going to go. She's very private. She's very reserved. In real life, she's kind of quiet, like me. I don't know which Bill you guys are talking to. Leaves are a wonderful thing, Goldie. Oh, Pamela, did he air Sarah's interview? Bring it back. Oh, release it sooner rather than later. Yeah. Okay. Well, you don't. When you're having someone follow you with a camera and you're on video and still photography, it can be a little overbearing, I guess, or too much in your face. But heck, it's revenue, it's views. Not just for me. I'd share it with her, but yeah, I think it would be a great idea. What do you guys think? I think it would be fun. Like take 2 days out of the week, or out of the month, excuse me, 2 days out of the month, like a Wednesday and a Tuesday or something like that, and just follow her and pack the thing with activities and just go along the day and see how she goes through the day. I think it would be fascinating. I already think it is. I've been with her. Oh, hey, Levy. Thank you. Well, I gotta get her on board with this. I don't know how to do that, really. I'm just gonna keep knocking on the door, I guess. It's low hanging fruit. I mean, just follow her around for a day and video it, and all she has to do is let me follow her for a day or two, and she gets revenue through that. I think it'd be great for her. fun to make a movie about Wonder Hussy, wouldn't it? Wouldn't have to take much improvising at all. It's all there. It's all in history. Wonder Hussy, the movie starring Wonder Hussy. Wonder Hussy and her sidekick Larry. I don't think so. I want to document her. I don't want to be with her. I want to document her and put it on the web. I think it's fascinating. What she does is fascinating. The type of life that she lives. Well, I'm seeing her in a few days, or next week, and I'll bring it up then, as well as send her another email. But maybe you guys should email her. Email her about it. Larry should be your photographer. Yeah, people are really, well, even now I'm kind of self-conscious. You see me kind of trying to get out of her shot sometimes. She's always shooting something. You have to be really careful around her, so. The Adventures of Wonder Hussy. I love it. Yes, and send the candies. Do you guys remember that? Let's see here, where's that? Wish list. Oh no. Oh no, someone bought their candies. Yeah. The Happy Cola candies. Oh my God. And what I'm talking about are these candies, guys. The gummy candy Happy Colas.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Rough on it up.
And those need to be sent to her pretty fast to that address right there. America's Diva of the Desert. I like that one too, Goldie. She'll need a lot of candy to digest all those emails, VOAP. So definitely get those over to her. But she does like those candies. I'm being serious about that. Better close that down before I get tugged into that. Yeah, those are the candies to send to Sarah. Tell Larry said to send these to you. I'm gonna get so busted for this. Or you can actually say this is payment for Larry's haircut. I don't know. You liked artistic movies. The desert, like I said, Blue Sky, Forerunner. Thanks, Mo Rushrow. I liked it too. It fit. It just kind of went together. So I like how the ending, her sitting in her chair, blends into the sky of the last photo. It's really cool. Oh, you should do that, Pamela. And thank you very much, Rushlow. I really enjoy the fact that you guys are enjoying those little videos I put together. They don't make a lot of money. They take just as much time as a 20-minute video, but I just like doing them. They're fun. Bling, definitely bling. But she's kind of like that when she's in the desert. She likes to have that really juxtaposition, I guess. Her outfits against the desert. You don't even have to buy Sarah. She's very simple. She likes the gestures. Oh, I constantly do them. I've been doing them for a long time. Remember the first one I did was the butterfly video, the slow motion butterflies in Death Valley. You guys recall that one? It's called Butterflies in Death Valley. I'll put the link up here in a second. In the middle of nowhere, exactly, Roy. Who hikes to sand dunes in the middle of nowhere in an evening dress? It's pretty amazing. Oh yeah, you could definitely do that. She loves Starbucks instant coffee. She loves those camping foods, the Indian foods that are in the packages. I forgot the name of them. Well, she has a wish list if you're interested in getting her something. On Amazon, she has a wish list. So I guess that's it. You guys seem to agree that I'm on the right track with all the stuff I've relayed to you. You know what you know what I mean, Pamela. Kevin S. She likes all kinds of things, vulgar or not. It doesn't seem to bother her, but she digs anything that's out of the norm. What's on your wish list, Larry? My Amazon wish list? All kinds of expensive stuff. High on my wish list would be the Garmin InReach Explorer. I've used Sarah's and it's pretty damn nice. I need to get one of those. I've not heard back from BMW. Let me actually check. I should Gmail. 1 second. Oh my gosh. Kenneth Hosefeld donated some money to me through PayPal. Thank you very much. He's just donated $10 to me. Thank you very much, Keith Hosefeld. Oh my goodness. I just checked my email and I saw that there. Thank you. Oh my goodness, got an email. Okay, he wants me to. Interesting. So yeah, he sent money to cover for forwarding on to Sarah. But if I get this package he wants delivered to her by Amazon, I can just hand deliver it to her next week. No fun items. I haven't had time to update that wish list, and I should. But high on my list is an emergency communication device, a satellite phone like that, like the Garmin. Yeah, I do need to get my camping foods back up there. I just don't know how to keep it up there. I guess you just put it up for once and someone buys it or sends it to you. I'm not quite sure. Mo Rushlow, the butterfly video was done on the the Note 8, the same camera I have now. Honey bunny for you. Yeah, I'll probably do that later today. I'll update the wish list. Thank you, honey bunny for you. Thank you very much. Thanks, Donald. Please share the video. It's one I made a little while back in a place called the Valley That Time Forgot video. It's pretty much that same hike. It's an excerpt from that hike. I realized what I was getting into, so I decided maybe slow motion would be better for me to try and capture this in, so I did that. I was on the return hike of that hike and very tired, and I got close to this bush, and then boom, all these butterflies came out. It was beautiful. Christmas, yes, I got that. Honey bunny, we converted that. Chris mad. Okay, guys, I'm going to sign off. Thank you for your input and your comments on my idea about downsizing my solar setup, my fridge, and changing my interior of the car. There's a lot of videos on my page. I'm sorry, guys. There's a lot of weird stuff on my... It's hard to watch it all. Mo Rushlow, I do have a drone on my wish list. I had a drone? I don't have... I didn't have a drone in the past. Will I be back later today? I don't think so. I'm not going to the P.O. box. Oh, no, I did not use a drone for that. I was walking slowly when that video was shot. And no, I was not on BLM land. I was on... I don't know what land I wasn't in the park, though. I was across the street from the national park. But that's it, guys. Thank you very much. I will talk to you guys in a few. Thanks for tuning in. Video coming out Wednesday. I'm going to be offline for a little bit. Not sure when my next live stream is going to be. I don't think it's going to be Saturday, unfortunately. I think I'm going to miss Saturday. I hear your children. I do not have children. There are people, well, there were people here in the lobby. They have left to go to the room, I believe. I'm going to go have a refresher. You guys have a very happy Friday. It is Friday, right? Yeah, the 6th. And it's been a pleasure. Oh. Where did I put my stylist? There it is. Number 2 is still here. Never found the first one. It's gone, I believe. Cancel, okay. Cancel, okay. Cancel, okay. Streaming, stop. Are you sure? Okay, cancel. You want to stop streaming? Cancel, stop?